Okay, back at the Woodyard. Now contributing to my issue with the chainsaw is this big pile of wood I got here. What a mess. Got wood all over the place here as well. So I want to do a lot of cutting first and just go around the whole pile and cut stuff. Try and shrink it down from the outside, and I want to kind of move wood to the back. I want to start moving wood from the back, bring it up here, split it, and then start stacking some in the James Bainton pile over here. Still haven't even been able to do a mission with him where he brings the 37D here, but hopefully we'll do that soon. And with the cooler weather especially, it's just been too hot to split here too, guys. I've been coming in here or there when it's hot just to try and get stuff done and enjoying the heat, but yeah, I just don't like it, man. I just got a fresh set of firewood bags in, and they packaged them differently. They didn't put the big bag, they put them in a cardboard box this time. Okay guys, got my saw finally. It's about time. Should be good to go. I'm going to put another chain on once I get the bar on. I have a bunch of chains that I used once and then they needed to be sharpened, so I put them in some oil, and I was going to sell them, but I decided to keep them instead of spending the money and just keep sharpening those ones. So I still have about maybe 10 or 12 chains left, and they all got lots of meat on them. And I would have been able to do a full day of cutting and splitting, which I really want to do, but it's going to be raining this afternoon. So what happened with this story in the end was I was going to go see the guy on Saturday, go looking for him at his house, and then the tree cutter, or the climber, he called me and he said he's got the saw. So he said he's going to bring it over to the yard, he's going to fix it. He said he was going to do it on Sunday, but he never came in, or I don't know if he came in, but I came here, the gate was locked, and I called him, he didn't answer. But he said he didn't have the tool to stop the cylinder from moving. So he got that done on Monday, yesterday, and that was in the evening, and I was actually sticking around to see if the guy would get it done in the afternoon so that I could go up to the Woodyard with it. And when I went up there, I guess while I was up there, that's when he texted me and said that it's ready. So it didn't make sense to come back down and 25-minute drive to come and get it and go back up there, because I wouldn't have had much time to use it, plus I have to sharpen the saw. So we'll see what happens. I do want to pick up some apple and get it in the truck. That means I'd have to go dump it at the Woodyard, possibly before the rain. So I don't know how this is going to play out. So I finally got the saw back after a couple weeks at the repair shop, and I gave it to a tree cutter for his repair guy to do, and he didn't give it to the guy for 2 weeks. I spent all kinds of time calling the guy on his phone, he wouldn't answer. The couple times he did, he says, oh, I'm going to call the guy and see if he finished it and call you right back. When I finally found the employee, when I went to their yard, he said the guy didn't even give him the saw yet to repair, so he didn't finish it. That guy's a nightmare. Long story, but I got it back now. Okay guys, the moment of truth. Okay, let's see what we got done here. I did a little bit of cutting over on the side here, just a few rounds, and some of the limb wood, and then some of the trunk pieces here, honey locust, with the white oak, and another piece of honey locust. And over here, got rid of lots of boiler wood. A lot of the cutoffs were straight for the boiler bin. And big dent in the pile. Did a bunch here too, and I have all these coins here of apple, and I'm gonna split that for smoker wood. And I didn't really split any wood, I just like maybe a dozen logs, but I did all smoker wood. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, I really had to get the apple chopped up, and there was some drier apple all around, but it's a little bit too rotten inside, so some of it's gonna be for firewood. And I'll try and crack some open and see if there's any good stuff in the one or two coins that I did cut. Let's look at this one here. Yeah, you can see there's some rot inside, and sometimes I'll take out what I can out of these pieces. There's another one of these. That's it. I just cut two of those ones. And let's go over here. So I got the mulberry chopped up. Did all this red oak as well. And then the other set over there, and the wheelbarrow in the back, that's gonna go in this one. This is another crate of oak, but this stuff is a lot drier, and the stuff that I'm putting in there is drier than what's in there already, so the nice dry stuff will be on the top. And then just a few logs here, some more mulberry pieces that I split up. And next up, there's going to be a lot of splitting of firewood, because there's lots of rounds here. There's some that were buried here, and then I cut a whole bunch. So lots of 16-inch around here, a little bit of 18-inch. And you know what? It didn't rain much all day. Nothing to make me go running into the container and hanging out there for a while. So very happy with the dent in the pile, but the problem is the saw is dull again. I did sharpen it a little while ago. Oh, I missed a piece of apple here. This crotch. But yeah, I sharpened it again. It's kind of dull again. It was cutting amazing when I first started cutting. So we'll see if I can get it back to its former glory. And what else? That's about it for now. I'm gonna see if I could maybe get some cleanup done after all this. I got a big mess here. There's all kinds of small cut-offs and ends I've kind of shaved off and everything. So yeah, nice little dent. Oh, I see some ash. I gotta get at there and split that quickly too. I think there's another piece under it. There's no, it's a crotch piece actually. You can see the crack in the middle where the other side is. Yeah, I'll get that done next time. And I'm gonna have to finish off some of these crates too and get some more crates up. I gotta finish this 18-inch crate. That's gonna be finished soon. And these will take a little bit more. And this crate here, I just gotta throw a few more pieces in and then get another crate up there. The crate over there fell off of the container. Saves me some trouble from having to bring it down, and it's not damaged or anything. So that's it for now. See you guys next time. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff.